Controllers and CFOs, heads up. It is still an incredibly competitive job market here in the greater Phoenix area for accounting and finance professionals at all levels. Hi, I'm Bernadette. I've been an executive recruiter in the greater Phoenix area for over 20 years. I've helped thousands of hiring managers and professionals hire great people and find awesome career opportunities. The advice I'm going to give you today on retention, how to retain your staff, is based upon interviews that I do daily with good accounting and finance folks that are looking to leave their professions. So this isn't textbook, this isn't information that I've gotten out there on the interview. This is what I hear from accounting and finance professionals in the local Phoenix area. Money can play a part, but it's rarely the 100% reason why. The three main reasons that I hear is: one, there's no growth potential; two, I never receive any feedback from my manager; three, my manager cancels meetings on me all the time. So let's take a look and address the easy ones first. I don't receive any feedback. My manager doesn't spend any time with me. That's a simple fix, right? So schedule one-on-ones with each member of your team. Do it once a week, do it once every other week. This one-on-one is not a time for you to check the status of project works. It's not the time for you to do training on mistakes that they've made and how to do things better, right? It's the one-on-one is a time for you to really get to know the person on your team, right? We're people have feelings, right? They want to know that you actually care about them as a manager, as a professional, as a leader. So take the time to ask questions. How are they? Is there anything going on that would motivate them to leave? Really drill down and get to know them as a person. This will help you long term, as you're managing that professional on your team. Secondly, I hear more often than you would think that managers cancel meetings on their staff. And I guess, yeah, people are busy, things come up, but if you're taking the time to do the one-on-ones, if you're taking the time to do a review or talk to somebody about a promotion or a raise, take that meeting seriously. Block it in your calendar and really make sure you show up for that meeting. The person on your team is looking forward to that meeting. They really want to talk to you. It's really important for them to talk to you. So show the team member, respect and hold yourself accountable for that meeting time. Again, you'd be surprised at how many times I hear managers keep canceling meetings on them, and that's one of the main motivators for leaving. Lastly, let's talk about career development. I hear all the time from professionals looking to leave that the company is small, the team is small, people have been there forever, nobody's leaving. There's not career opportunities for advancement. There are fixes that you can do with that. I know as a manager you're busy. Most likely, you were a good accounting or finance professional that got things done, that delivered, and that's why you were promoted. Maybe you haven't received training on how to manage, how to do career development and all the soft aspects of managing and being a leader. So now as that manager, you're trying to get all your stuff done. You're trying to be responsible for what you need to do, and you've got all this other soft stuff that you need to do for the accounting and finance professionals on your team. But let's look at it this way. Let's kind of just take a step back. If you were able to delegate some of the things that you were doing to that team member, that would actually free up your time. And it's a win-win situation, because that team member is learning, right? You're training them, you're developing them in their career. Sometimes career growth isn't all about titles. Sometimes career growth is just about learning a new skill. As you're doing these weekly one-on-one meetings or every other week one-on-one meeting, you're really getting to know that professional on your team. You're developing the relationship with them. You're developing a level of comfort with them that will help you delegate those tasks down to. So you get them freed off your plate, they're learning a new skill in their career. Now, having said that, sometimes career development is about that title increase. A staff accountant doesn't want to stay a staff accountant forever. They want to be promoted to a senior accountant. A senior accountant at some point wants to be called a manager, even if they're managing processes instead of managing people. So as we move to the future, staff and senior accountants are getting a little bit harder to find. Companies are having to come up with a little bit more creative approaches to titles. So don't just automatically say, well, we've never done that. Well, you need to be here 3 years in order to be promoted to a senior, or you're not managing anybody, we can't call you a manager. Start thinking outside of the box for those career development opportunities. Again, especially if you're a small team, you're gonna lose somebody. They're gonna go to another company for that title jump, for that career progression. Just go back and think about, what can you actually pass down to other professionals on your team that will free up your time? Sometimes that is just the little growth, the knowledge that they need to keep them motivated to stay on your team. Remember, generally speaking, when somebody leaves a company, they're leaving their hiring manager. And they generally don't complain. They don't generally tell you what's going on. They just leave. By having those one-on-one meetings and following the advice in the video, hopefully you can develop that relationship with the person on your team so that you head it off at the pass, right? And they stay with you and they're committed to you. If you do have any questions about how to do this with your team, definitely reach out at the contact information below. I'm always open to help. I get it that if you're retaining your team, I'm not able to recruit you or recruit them, right? But that's a win-win situation for you and the professional on your team. So I'm always happy to help. Thank you.